like I said, I mean, he's a great player. You're not going to shut him down. He's got to make things difficult. You got to continue to do that.
Thanks, DJ.
Hart with a big offensive rebound. Towns will cash in with the three.
That's the second three we've seen tonight from New York off of offensive rebounds.
Hart and Shannon.
Wants to jab and shoot a three.
Towns into Turner and across the lane with the spin.
Good move there by the big cat. An effort that we've been waiting on.
Shepard inside. Hart knocked it away. Another big play by Hart. McBride to Hart. Back to McBride. Trailing Towns by Turner and Hart to the hole. It is a three-point game.
And in this fourth quarter, it's been all the big cat. Off the dribble once again. There's the contact from the backside from Turner.
Here is Brunson. Towns, quick three. Turner there. Count.
Got it on locked right now.
1 point game after being down by 20.
Well, this is the lineup that Tom Thibodeau has leaned on all year. Has not been great in the playoffs. In fact, it's been the worst five-man lineup in the league in the playoffs.
Bridges double. Towns cutting and jackhammers. And New York's got the lead. What a comeback.
How about the back cut there by Cat? Here's the three, little step back. Turner a little late, rotating out. What a finish here. And this crowd here.
What about these 20-point comebacks by New York?
We saw it in game one, game two, on the road in Boston.
First lead since the first quarter for New York.
I told you, I didn't like how they ended, the Pacers, how they ended that first half.
Brunson on the bench with 5 fouls.
Right, the hot hand here of Cat.
Towns three. Good! What a shot!
Well, you talked about those being bad shots. He can knock those down.
He can make those, but I just don't like the ones where he's standing on the low guy.
A 20-point fourth quarter for All-Star Karl-Anthony Towns of the Knicks.
Karl-Anthony Towns, we're talking about the big cat putting the Knicks on his shoulders, getting whatever he wants here. How about this step back three? The little back cut finish and one over Nembhard. How impressive is this? Over 2 Pacers. Step back three to put the Knicks up 4.
They're going to zone this up back here. Look at New York. But you've got to do a great job communicating so that you don't leave anybody open.
Nembhard to inbound. It's Siakam, doubled, fires three, no, rebound, Hart! Who else? Hart got it, 2.6, fouled on the play.
Madison Square Garden.
Knicks have now made
team, but New York won the first 2 games of the series. Indiana came back and won it, so 2-0 leads not insurmountable.
Nembhard will fire. And closing quarters, a huge part of the New York Knicks win in this big game 3. They were down 2 games to none, losing both at home, but go on the road down by 20 and win, coming from behind 106-100. Reggie, you went back to this at the end of the second quarter, a 10-3 run by New York to close the second. They closed the third 7-2. They closed the game on an 8-2 run, and they hit their free throws. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Well, Kat, how big is that weight that's been lifted off your shoulder after tonight?
I mean, anytime you can win, it's a good feeling. So down 2-0, finding a way to win tonight should raise our confidence and raise the morale of the team.
Well, there was a stretch in game 2 where you didn't get minutes. How did you refocus mentally to be such a massive contributor in that fourth quarter with a 20-point quarter for yourself?
When I got a chance tonight, to do what I do in the fourth, I made sure I was going to seize the opportunity. And, I just wanted to go out there and give our team a chance to win. So I'm just happy I was able to do that.
This was also the second time that the team went through a huge stretch without Brunson, and they put together an incredible winning performance. And what did you see from the entire unit with Brunson on the bench in both of those?
Grit. and continuity. This team is special. That locker room is special. I think, for us to have the grittiness that we have, it's because of the characters and the personalities and the sacrifice everyone in that locker room is willing to make.
Thanks, Kat. We'll see you on
Hey, shout out to
Tuesday.
Dominicans, man, on Dominican Mother Day, man.
There you go. Good work, Kat.
New York wins it. I'm looking at you two guys and you're stunned. I'll begin with you, Stan. Quickly, some comments on what we saw on a 20-point come from behind, 6-point New York Knicks win.
Well, I thought the Knicks defense was great, and they made their run again, largely without Jalen Brunson. Now, he came back in and finished it, but they made that run on the back of Karl-Anthony Towns.